Hello and welcome back to Miss Piana's math lesson videos. Today we're going to go over the information you need to know for checkpoint number 9. We are going to be graphing 3 different coordinate pairs on a graph. So let's look at these coordinate pairs in green. These are called coordinate pairs because they have an x coordinate and a y coordinate. We're going to label that x, y. To memorize that, it's alphabetical order. X comes before Y in the alphabet. So we're going to plot that on our graph here. We have 2 axes. We have the x-axis, which looks like a number line. We have the positive numbers on the right and negative numbers on the left. And then we have the y-axis that goes up and down. We have the positive numbers on top and the negative numbers on the bottom. And they're labeled right here, y and x. Okay? The number lines, the axes, go from -3 to 3. And this makes sense because if we look at our coordinates, they only go up to 3 and down to -3. So that makes sense that those numbers match the coordinate pairs that we're looking at. So let's start with our first pair, -1 and -3. To do this, we're going to take a couple steps. The first step is to look at the x coordinate, which is -1, and find that on our x-axis. So we know it's a negative number, it's going to be on the left side. We found -1. Our second step is to decide how high or low, how far up or down we're going to go on the graph. To do that, we're going to look at the y coordinate, which is -3. So we start at -1, we're going to go down to -3. I'm going to put my point right there. That's where they meet, -1 and -3. You have to make sure you're still over to -1 and down to -3. That's where they meet in the middle. Okay, let's go on to our next coordinate pair, which is 1, 2. We know that those are both positive numbers, so it's going to be in our first quadrant up here where all of the numbers are positive. Again, we take our 2-step approach. We find the x coordinate, which is 1, so we're right here. And to decide how far up or down we go, we look at the y coordinate, which is the second number, and we can see that it's positive, and we're going to go up 2. So we're still over 1, and we're up 2. Now our last coordinate pair, -2, 3. Again, our 2-step approach. We're going to find -2 on the x-axis because x comes before y. We have -2 right here, and then we're going to decide if we should go up or down based on whether this number is positive or negative. Since it's +3, we're going to go up to 3. So we're still over -2 and then up 3. So our point's going to be here. And just a reminder of our quadrants. I'm going to label them. Right here we have quadrant 1 with all the positive numbers. Here we have quadrant 2, negative x coordinates and positive y coordinates. Down here we have quadrant 3, and again these are Roman numerals. Quadrant 3 has all negative coordinates, -x, -y. And then our last quadrant is quadrant 4, looks like IV, has positive x and -y. Okay? That is all the information you need to complete checkpoint number 9. If you have any questions, you know where to find me, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Miss Piana's math lesson videos.